Showdawee TV! What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rody. I'm here with my second installment of my Flash episodic series covering review, whatever my title's gonna be. This is episode 2, guys, entitled Paradox. Alright guys, welcome back. So, to give you guys a review of this new episode, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great follow-up to last week's episode, and it does a lot emotionally for me as far as how the series is progressing. As you know, throughout this season, this is going to be dealing with Flash going back in time and coming back, and the effects of what it's doing to all his friends and families, and even the villains and heroes that he works with. So to start off the episode, he actually goes back in time to the normal time. He's talking with Felicity. He's pretty much letting her know everything that's going on, because she's the only person he can tell that he believes not directly affected by what he's been doing by going back and forth in time. So he's talking to her, and she's giving him like, yo, it's okay, everybody listens to you, just give him a chance to tell him how you feel. He comes to find out that people in Arrow's timeline are well being affected by the decisions he's making. Who, by that, I'm talking about Diggle. He has a son instead of a daughter, so that makes him think that, oh my God, it's affecting more people than just in my city. So he's like, oh my God, I gotta go. So once he goes back in city, he starts seeing that there's a villain that's wreaking havoc around the city, leaving husks of people's skin. And come to find out, the person that he's working with is none other than the Slytherin's own Draco Malfoy, known to this story. His name is Julian. He is a CSI detective like Barry, but he only deals with the metahumans. And I thought this is a cool addition to the show. I love Draco. I mean, Harry Potter fan, nerds all day. Ain't even gotta get into that, but he's doing a great job carrying the show. He's kind of giving me an old school Dr. Wells feel, a little bit of dark. I like how he talks to Barry more on the straightforward. He don't like him. It's very clear to see he does not like Barry. He says it. They not friends. Don't know why at this point, but he says they don't have a good relationship, and you can kind of tell that, and you can see the friction, and I like the friction. So shout out to the new character alert, Julian, played by Draco Malfoy, aka Tom something. Don't know his full name, but it's alright. So going throughout this episode, you're going to see all the people that's affected by what happened with Barry going back and forth in time. One of them is Cisco, who we come to find out his brother Dante died in a drunk driving accident. Somebody hit him. In the previous, the timeline, his brother's alive, and their relationship comes together after being split apart. And Cisco is not taking that well. He blames Barry because Barry didn't go back in time to save his brother, and he thinks that Barry could have did that for anybody. Why didn't he do it for Cisco, his good friend? As well as Iris and Joe, their relationship is strained because of Joe not telling Iris that her mom died recently instead of died when she was a baby. So they're having a quarrel with that. So he's just seeing the different relationships that are being affected by Barry's actions of going back and forth in time. Come to find out, Barry's like, you know what, I can't deal with this. Iris comes up to him with her fake tears. The part of the series that I hate is when Iris comes to Barry like, Barry, why are you doing this? And she's got the tears. I hate all that. So that's when Barry realizes, you know what, I gotta fix this. So he goes back in time again. Come to find out, good old Jay Garrick snatches him, pulls him out of the time loop in 1998, sits him down and says, you know what, you can't keep doing this because you are causing more havoc than you are help. He shows him this cool little like a example of when you break a glass and try to put the piece back, it's never going to be exactly how it used to be. And he's using that metaphor as the time loop. So Barry understands, goes back and tells everybody, you know what, I screwed up. He gives another example using that whiteboard. I think that's the new thing to do, is get on that whiteboard. This is the second time they've done it, and point the little lines of different parallel universes, which is pretty cool. I think that should be an ongoing gag going forward. That shows the ongoing, universe that he's creating by going back and forth in time. So he ends up telling everybody, and they are either upset or happy or just kind of glad that he's telling them. Cisco's still upset. Joe and Iris become back together, and that gives everybody a little bit of understanding why Barry's been acting the way he's been. He's been trying to get them to be like the family he used to have. Everybody's eating dinner. But that doesn't last long because Clarice, aka the rival from the previous universe that Barry was in that he killed, he's back, and they haven't really gave us a lot of information on how he got back, but it's coming from this guy called the Alchemy, or Dr. Alchemy, or however you want to call him. He's the one that gave him back his powers in this universe. He reminded him of that parallel universe because he was his doppelganger in this universe. So he gave him his Speed Force power back. He became Flash's enemy again. Side note, I know this is getting real confusing as far as, you know, the back and forths and the different people, and it can get confusing, so I'm sorry if you're kind of losing it, but all in all, it is a lot of things that's happening within one universe, which is what I like, is giving a lot of different storylines that can happen, and you don't know which way it's going to go. So back to what I was saying, now the Flash and the Rival are fighting, and good to come out of it. My boy Cisco comes out to save the day. He realizes Barry couldn't control what happened. He comes out in his Vibe outfit that he built, blasts the dude, knocks him out cold, set in stone, done, good to go. Alright, so at this point, this episode is pretty much at the end, and with, what's his name, Claire, the Rival is in prison now, and I'm assuming the Alchemist, or the Alchemy, Dr. Alchemy, comes and kills him in prison. That's the complete end of the episode. So at this point, I'm assuming the Rival is done for the series, but they didn't really give us any more information on what Dr. Alchemy plans outside of he's going to all the people that were in the previous universe and giving them powers back. So that kind of touches on what may happen with Kid Flash, that he will get his powers, and we also see that Caitlin has her frost powers. So that's something that's pretty dope as well. We're not sure if she's going to be good or bad. It's a lot to happen. That's why I said it's pretty cool, because there's so much things thrown up in the air. You don't know which way they're going to go because of the different avenues they've gone with the different parallel universes. So I think the Paradox title for this episode is perfect, because you just don't know what's going to happen. It's all these decisions that Barry is making is causing split-second decisions and causing a lifetime of trouble for different universes and different people, which is great. I think they're doing a great job at this point. Again, it's only episode 2 of, I think, 20, so we got a long road to go, but I'm enjoying it. Let me know what you guys think down below. I'm having fun just kind of giving my little thoughts, rambling thoughts on each episode. Let me know if you're enjoying this or not, and I hope you are, man. This is Showdawee TV. This is all we do. So I'm going to end on that note. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next week. Showdawee TV.